Okay, so like today, today I printed stuff for my class, and then I printed so many pages. I think like about 60 pages. Then when I went to go, I left the machine and then I went to go check if everything had printed, and it had, but the printer had run out of ink. So literally everything was so blurry. It was just all a waste of paper. And the co-teacher saw this and he saw that, oh my gosh, this girl printed all this stuff. And I was so nervous, but in the end, he said he'll tell my other co-teacher to help me fix it, which is great. So I think I appreciate that. At the same time, so now it's later in the day, and then I'm just sitting here in by myself in the classroom, and then I see some man walk in, and he's carrying, I've never seen him before, he's carrying stuff. I don't know what the stuff is. Then he goes to the printer, and then he opens the printer. So I'm like, oh, okay, he must be here to change the printer. Then he opens the printer, and then he takes that thing out, then he puts in another, closes it, then he leaves. And I was like, wow, so efficient. But also like, I'm also offended that he didn't greet me. I'm so offended because that's also just the culture here. I get it that people just want to get things done, but like literally I was invisible. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. A part of me is offended, but a part of me is also impressed, and I just don't know how to process it. I just don't know how to process it because I'm like, I get why like this the culture here is so good for someone who's introverted, and honestly, a part of me definitely is introverted, so I love that. I absolutely love that. You go into a shop, literally, you'll go into a shop. There's no teller. You take what you need. You pay for it yourself at the till, and plus you can't really scam and steal it because there's cameras. And also, like they keep tabs on every single person that is in this country. So yeah, it's gonna be very hard to get away with a crime here. So it's just so, yeah, like back home, even if it's someone who's in a not doesn't have the fanciest job, like you're still gonna greet and at least acknowledge that there's another person in the room. But here, it's just like, yeah, whatever. Even I think even with, and I what is nice, so like with the delivery guys and stuff, like you don't know their identity. Like you can be living in this country but nobody can know you. You can be, if your job is to be a delivery person, nobody can know you because we can't see you on the app, and when you arrive you drop and go and then you go. Like whereas back home we see the driver, sometimes you get the same driver more than once, sometimes you get the same delivery guy more than once. Sure. Anyways, it's just me ranting about the difference in cultures. It's not to say that it's bad or to say that it's so amazing, but it's just something that's different. But I will say the bad parts, there is a little bit of bad that I literally, my ego is a little bit bruised that I wasn't greeted. Just like not even just a hello and that's it. Like even just a small nod, just to acknowledge that there's another person in the room. I think that's just very weird and different for me. I think back home that would actually technically be considered as rude. Okay, I'm done. Also because I'm pretty much done for the day and I just have a few tasks left, so I have a bit of time to reflect and rant and yap about nothing. I feel like my accent is changing, and that is so bad. but it's so but it's so convenient. Nobody People, like the people in the world in general just regard the American accent much higher than the South African accent. So I have to balance still sounding South African, but then still being able to be understood by them. Yesterday, I said to my co-teacher, when I speak, I it sounds like I speak fast. So I guess a native speaker can hear, understand what I'm saying. But now for them, I have to speak much slower. But then, even with the slower, they still can't recognize the words if I say it in a South African accent. So yesterday, I had to switch up my accent. I was like, okay, it's gonna take me long because I have to translate it. And then she didn't understand. Then I said it slower. She still didn't understand. Then when I said the same sentence in an American accent and I said, translate, I have to translate. And then she goes, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I said, oh, I'm doomed. I'm doomed. My African identity is doomed. Is doomed. Yesterday, again, I had to go to, the other week, I had to go to the hospital to get some stuff done. So when I first came here, I was like, okay, they can't say the full name of Siphokazi, because they say it's too long. Okay, then we'll cut it down to Sipho. Okay, then they couldn't say Sipho. So then the way they say it was Shippo, because they can't say this, they say sh. So they say Shippo. Okay, they can't say that. Fine. Then my co-teacher said, I can't use that word because it means a bad word in Korean. Okay, fine. Then we now use my surname. So I'm now teacher Dlamini. Okay? I'm teacher Dlamini now. But can they say the la? 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 No. It's the la. The la. Okay. I'll take that. I'll take what I can get. But with my second name, that's when I said, I am not letting these people touch my second name. My second name is Sibahle. Okay, so how did they read it? Si. They can't say the si, so they say she. Okay, ba. Okay, ba. At least they can say ba. Now they can't say the hle. So how do they read it? The l. And they don't have e either. They don't have the e, so they read l. So what are they saying? She ba l. Shibal. 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 How? Shibal. That's a new low. Okay, I should have brought my tripod. My beauty, my gift. Oh, damn it. Wow. Anyways, it's fine. I'm finally finished and I can't believe I got through today. I'm thinking that I should start making an effort with my colleagues because I'm feeling a bit alone and isolated. I just come in, I'm in my classroom, I leave, and I don't say bye to anyone. Like, what the hell? What life is that? Like, I only just see my students and my co-teachers a little bit here and there. So I don't like that. So, yeah. But honestly, I'm happy. I'm so happy I did this. I'm happy. Well, okay, now I'm at the robot. This is one of the things that bothers me about this country. I know I just spoke about happiness, but can I just speak about unhappiness for a while? 안녕하세요. I just realized I didn't print. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I had to put the camera down, but I'm trying to adjust to having to wait at a red robot, knowing that I can cross. But I think it's just those small little things. Yeah. So anyways, I was saying, I feel like I want to start making more of an effort with my colleagues. I just don't know how, because it's already hard with the language barrier. Then on top of that, our mannerisms are different, humor is different. But I'll see. But I'm thinking of just starting off by always making sure I greet the teacher next door. Maybe making sure I always greet my co-teacher. But you see, that's a lot of effort now. That's a lot of effort now. But I don't want to feel isolated at work. And it's different to my corporate job where it's like an open office and everyone's yapping together and everyone can hear each other's conversation, which sometimes got a bit too much because you just wanted silence and you just wanted to work in peace. But sometimes it's nice because you get to just, you all hear the same thing. Or if there's a team building or whatever, or there's a big office meeting, you're all going to that. So I think there's that difference. I'm not saying I miss it. I miss having people. I'm not saying I miss corporate, but there was, the nice thing is that there was community. It was easy to make friends because of this thingy, but now it's a bit more difficult to make friends and community, so I have to actually make an effort, because this country is designed for introverts, okay? Myself included. I'm not saying, I'm not mad, but then it, like, to some degree it forces us to actually make efforts with socializing now. Jeez, god damn. Anyways, let's switch the camera back on when I get home. Okay, so I'm getting a quick drink now on my way home. I just want to show you the place. Hold on. I don't actually know what it's called. Cheongja Tabang. It's really nice. It's become like a ritual now every time I walk back home. Sometimes the bakery next door, but today it's just the drink. And honestly, it's these little things. I don't go out a lot yet, maybe, I don't know, but like, it's these little things that just make it nice. And it's so nice that I can just like switch off from work. Not 100%, because obviously I'm still really bad at the job. I am a very mediocre teacher. I think sometimes even the co-teachers are just like but it's my first month, guys. It's my first month. Okay, let's wait for our drink. Thank you. It's got these Burberry pearls. So I just saw one of my students and I was so happy to see him. I love bumping into my students, and I love that. At first I couldn't fathom the fact that we all live so close, like they live in the neighborhood. But now I'm used to it and I love it. And also it makes me want to learn Korean more, so I can get to speak to them. Hopefully I can get to know them, because I'm like, oh, they have siblings? Like, they have siblings and families? It's a weird thing to say, but yeah. And also I just saw them crossing the road outside of the pedestrian crossing, which means we can't break the rules here. It's just that you have to know which rules to pick. But also, as a foreigner, I'm too scared, because breaking any rules is too risky for me, honey. So I'll stick to walking the extra mile for the crossing. And there's this flower shop that I love so much. It even says best flower shop. So beautiful. I can't believe I'm talking to myself on a camera. This is how crazy my life has gotten. And how much I do things by myself. Mad business, bruh. Anyways, let's go home.